Florida Real Estate Practice Final Exam Flashcards, 23 questions with explained answers. Flashcard 1. Term, which type of alienation is voluntary? Definition, will. Flashcard 2. Term, which document must a developer of more than 20 new residential condo units give to prospective buyers? Definition, prospectus. A developer of more than 20 new residential condo units is required to provide prospective buyers with prospectus. The prospectus contains important information about the condo development, including details about the property, its amenities, rules and regulations, financial statements, and other pertinent information that potential buyers need to know before making a purchasing decision. Flashcard 3. Term, which statement is false concerning federally related transactions? Definition, federally related transactions do not include transactions associated with refinancing real property. Flashcard 4. Term, FREC rules define a resident of Florida as a person who, definition, has resided in Florida for at least 4 calendar months within the preceding year. Flashcard 5. Term, Lynn Amherst is a sales associate for Excel Realty. Lynn is preparing a classified ad for a listed property. The company's phone number is 220-1010. Lynn's cell phone number is 333-2020. Which excerpt conforms to the rule regarding advertising? Definition, call Lynn Amherst, licensed sales associate, 555-222-1010. Flashcard 6. Term, within how many days must the landlord notify the tenant of intention to claim part of the security deposit? Definition, 30. Flashcard 7. Term, the broker is guilty of culpable negligence. Definition, an investor wanted to build a motel. A broker showed him 3 choice sites zoned hotel-motel. The investor promised to decide on a site in 3 weeks, so the broker took a 2-week vacation. When the broker returned, the investor bought one of these sites. The broker sold the site, not knowing that the zoning on that site had been changed to industrial. Flashcard 8. Term, if applicable, prorated rental income paid in advance will normally appear on the closing disclosure as, definition, a credit to the seller and a debit to the buyer. Flashcard 9. Term, what section is directly north of section 23 inches a given township? Definition, 24. Flashcard 10. Term, Part 3 of Florida Statute 475 pertains to, definition, licensed and certified appraisers. Flashcard 11. Term, the direction opposite south 20 degrees west in a meets and bounds description is, definition, north 20 degree west. Flashcard 12. Term, the DBPR secretary is, definition, appointed by the governor, subject to state senate confirmation. Flashcard 13. Term, a sales associate received an earnest money deposit at 9:00 a.m. on Saturday. The sales associate is required to deliver the deposit to the broker by the end of business on, definition, Monday. Flashcard 14. Term, a homestead property is located in Pensacola, Florida, in Escambia County. The city tax rate is 8.8 mils, the county tax rate is 9.2 mils, and the school district tax rate is 6.5 mils. The homeowner is a widower and has qualified for homestead exemption. The home has been assessed at $183,500. What must the homeowner pay in property taxes? Definition, to calculate the property taxes, we need to multiply the assessed value of the home by the tax rates for each entity, city, county, and school district, and then add them. Flashcard 15. Term, a tenant signs a 6-month rental agreement. The owner of the rental unit hires a property manager to collect rent and oversee the unit's maintenance. Who holds a leasehold estate in the rental unit? Definition, tenant. Flashcard 16. Term, a developer purchased 2 135 front-foot lots for $22,900 net each and divided them into 3 lots of equal front footage. The developer sold the lots for $230 per front foot. Calculate the developer's percentage of profit, round to the nearest whole percentage point. Definition, 28%? Flashcard 17. Term, which instrument is used to transfer ownership of a mortgage from one company or individual to another? Definition, assignment of mortgage. Flashcard 18. Term, which business entity may not register as a real estate broker? Definition, corporation sole. Flashcard 19. Term, a prospective purchaser of a residential condominium unit sends written notification to the listing broker stating her desire to cancel the contract within the allowable rescission period. The seller instructs the broker to retain the earnest money deposit as liquidated damages. The broker is legally authorized to, definition, return the deposit to the buyer. Flashcard 20. Term, the calculated interest rate of an adjustable rate mortgage is arrived at by adding, definition, index plus margin. Flashcard 21. Term, which type of document may not be prepared by a licensed real estate broker? Definition: deed. Flashcard 22. Term: a seller lists his property with a brokerage company. However, the seller reserves the right to not pay a commission if he sells the property. What type of listing is? Definition: exclusive agency. Flashcard 23. Term: this, a buyer offered $225,000 for a seller's property. The seller countered at $250,000. The buyer did not accept the seller's counteroffer. The seller told her broker that she was revoking the counteroffer and accepting the buyer's original offer. Which statement is true regarding this situation? Definition: the seller can revoke her counteroffer and accept the buyer's original offer up until the time the buyer rejects the counteroffer.